Hello everyone, it's Brett here, Lionheart84, and I'm here with another one of my winter casualties. This particular one is a Brazilian guava, Psidium Guineense. This is one that I got from the Italian nursery, and it's looked frankly very poorly since I had the plants. Now I think the problem, it weighs an absolute ton. I think the problem again is bringing it from its warm growing climate conditions in Italy, where the nursery was based, to here in the UK, and exposing it to our low daylight hours in the winter, and probably too much water, and this very heavy soil is unfortunately it's suffering dieback. This will be about the fourth plant from the Italian nursery that I've lost or am losing, so I've decided to try and do a bare root one on this, because although the top of the stem is frankly it's brown, when you scratch it it's completely brown behind it, lower down in the bottom 6 or 8 inches actually still looks like it's alive, and when you scratch it there's a little bit of green behind it, although it's discolouring. So I think the best thing to do is to cut it back to about 10 or 12 inches, but most importantly I'm going to take it out of the pot and do a bare root wash, and then I'm going to use my emergency rescue compost in the hope that I can bring the roots back to life and get something useful out of it. So we'll just pull this out and have a look at it firstly. Can't even get it out of the pot. Yeah. Frankly, it's just like mud in here. I can't even get it to come out of the pot. It's so crazy. It's just thick mud inside, and the plant doesn't even want to come out of the pot. So what I'm going to do is I've got a bucket of warm water here, just about, I'll move it back, you'll be able to see. And I'm going to have to see if I can knock it out into the actual pitiful. All that size pot, and it's got a few roots in there which basically all look as dead as doorknobs. Very poor. No healthy white roots on it at all. Right, so I'm going to wash those all off in the warm water. Change the pot to a different one with bigger drain holes in. Probably doesn't need to go into a smaller pot necessarily, because you've still got to give the roots a little bit of life, but basically all dead, all rotted off. Not looking very promising, but there is some healthy green areas right at the base of the stem here that look as if they're callousing over and want to produce new roots. So perhaps if I get it into a suitable compost, free draining compost, and keep the plant nice and humid, because it's not going to be taking any moisture up these roots at the moment, perhaps I can still rescue it. All of the new shoots it was trying to grow here all died off and dried up, so I'm probably going to take it back to about, I think I'll take it back to about 8 inches at the moment to see what it looks like. Now, right, the centre of stem here is brown, it's dead in the middle, so I probably need to go back a little bit further. Take it back to about here. Guavas will shoot back from the base, given a chance. Even this one has got a tiny bit of brown in the middle, so I'm thinking I should even go back further than that. It might seem harsh, but we've now got back to a level where, although there's nothing left of the plant, there is a hope that I might get some shooting and recovery from this. And there's no point in having a top stem because there's no roots to protect it anyway. So I'll just pause the video and get this potted up and then come back to it in a second. So that, I'm afraid, is all we're left with now, my Brazilian guava. But if by any chance it recovers, then I'll obviously do a follow-up on it. Now it's actually the 21st of February when I did this, so what I'm going to do is give this a watering, because obviously you've still got to get some water into the new compost, but it should run straight through because it's really light and open and free draining now. And then I'll put a polythene bag over this in the hope that that will keep the humidity in, stop any water loss from what's remaining of the stem, and we'll see if there's the slightest chance of it making any recovery. Anyway, so that's my Brazilian guava. That's Psidium Guineense or Guineense. Not sure how it's pronounced exactly, but I just thought we'd try bare root rescue and see if it has any luck. And I'll appreciate it if you give the video a thumbs up. So I'm sort of slightly out of camera here. If you can give the video a thumbs up, that's better. And share it with anyone you think might be interested. Obviously please subscribe to my channel, and if you click the bell you'll get updates, and if this does show any signs of recovery I will do an update video on it in probably about 6 to 8 weeks time. So thanks for watching everybody. Please keep an eye for my next video. I'll catch up with you soon. It's Brett out for now.